Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to check the new Viper goggles from Fxt. These goggles are specially designed for people who wear glasses, and in this video I'm going to go over their features, and I'm also going to head outdoors and compare the DVR side by side with the Ishin VRD2. The goggles comes inside a case which will enable you to store them and also to carry them around in a very convenient way. Inside the case we're getting the instructions manual, a cleaning cloth, the goggles case, the screen, and this bag with accessories that contains a 2.5mm video jack to 2 banana plugs, a micro USB to 2.1mm female DC connector, 2 SMA linear antennas, and we're also getting these 2 XT60 male connector to male DC 2.1mm jacks, so we're getting one longer cable and another shorter one. The Viper goggles are based on 2 components. So first of all, we've got the screen, which is the main unit. It features a built-in diversity receiver and also DVR, and I'm going to go over its features in a moment. The second component is the case of the goggles. It's shaped as a periscope, so basically we have one mirror over here and another mirror on the bottom, so it reflects the image twice. In order to place the screen inside, all you have to do is just open this latch, then you have to simply place it like that, close it up, and it is pretty well secured. In addition, you have access to navigation buttons and also all the ports. And the main difference between these goggles to regular box style goggles is that you will be able to fit your glasses inside very easily. You can see that you have plenty of room, unlike the regular box style goggles, where it will be very hard for you to fit your glasses inside unless you heavily modify the goggles. Another nice feature of these goggles is that this compartment comes apart. So if you want to take it apart, all you have to do is just slide it like that. Just be careful when you do it for the first time. And you can see that now we can just look at the screen. It's good if you want to have a less immersive feeling, and you can actually fly it outdoors in that way. And then if you want to also fly it line of sight, or you want to stay in touch with your surrounding, you're not going to be as immersed as you fly in FPV. So let's say you're flying a quadcopter and then you want to land your quadcopter, or you just want to look if somebody's coming. All you have to do is just lift it up slightly and then you can look at your surroundings. In order to put it back, all you have to do is just place it like that and just give it a little push, and you can see that now it is well secured. Now I know these goggles look a little bit bulky and they are bigger than the regular box style goggles, but because they have pretty good cushioning over here and also on the back, the weight is being evenly distributed on your head. In addition, we have this compartment that will enable you to put your battery inside. You can also use a big battery like this 2700 3S battery, and it can still fit pretty well. I don't recommend to use this bigger battery because it's going to be a little bit heavy, and probably getting a FatShark compatible battery just like this one. This is actually the one I've got with my F7X, is going to be better. Another nice touch is that the cushioning parts over here and over here can just come off, so if you'd like you can just remove them and wash them, and probably Fxt are going to sell it independently, so if they wear out you can just replace them. So now let's have a look on the screen. In order to power it up, you will need to long press this button over here until the Fxt logo is going to appear. This diversity receiver supports 40 channels, so we can toggle between them by tilting the joystick to the right, and then we can see the list of 40 channels. We can see 5 groups, and under each group we can see 8 channels. So you can just use the joystick in order to select the right one. You can also perform a scan. So now I'm going to connect this camera. And if you tilt the joystick to the bottom, it's going to start the scan. This is set to 5860, and as you'll be able to see right now, it shows 5865, which is not the correct frequency, so it's important to see which frequency you're using, because 5865 is close, but it's not the correct one, so you can manually switch it to 5860. In addition, you can toggle between favorite channels, so in order to set them up, you will have to tilt the joystick to the left. Then you can see list of 8 channels over here, so only 4 are set. So if I will press 5, for example, then I can just switch between all these channels using the joystick. I can set it to 5860, and if I will tilt the joystick to the left again, you can see that now it's going to switch between the favorite channels. So you can see now only 5 are stored. In order to access the settings menu, you'll need to short press the joystick, and then you can toggle between the options. We can set the group, channel. The format can be set either to auto, NTSC, or PAL. If you're using it for racing, it's better to set it to the correct format and not leave it on auto because it's going to reduce the latency. We can set the display to on and off. This is the OSD. If we tilt it to the right, it's going to be set to off. Now you can see nothing is displayed here. And if we set it to on, we can set the RSSI of each antenna. So for example, right now I'm going to cover the right antenna, and you can see that now the RSSI dropped. And you can see that now this LED indicator is on, which indicates that this antenna is being used. We can also see the frequency and channel, the timer, and also the current voltage of the connected battery. Under backlight, we can set it either to low, medium, or high. I don't see a big difference between medium or high, but you can see that low is a little bit darker. We can set the brightness, contrast, saturations, the volume. We have a speaker on the back, so you can see it's a pretty loud speaker actually. We can set the language either to English or Chinese, and you can also reset the device to factory settings, so we'll have to choose reset, tilt the joystick to the right, and now everything will set to the default settings. In order to switch between the inputs, you will need to short press this joystick to the top. It can switch to DVR, and also if a video in will be connected, it will auto detect it and it will switch to video in. You can also switch to HDMI by pressing it again, and by pressing it another time, we're back to the FPV screen. If you want to start the DVR recording or stop it, you will need to press this button. Unfortunately, I'm having some issues with my DVR. This button is not working correctly, and actually the DVR unit is not working anymore. I'm not sure what's wrong, but I wouldn't be able to show you how it works. Luckily enough, I already took it outdoors and tested it when the DVR was working, so I'll be able to show the comparison between this unit and the Ishin VR2. So the next thing I'm going to do is to head outdoors and compare the DVR that was recorded while the DVR was working with the DVR of the Ishin VR2, and I'll see you in the end of this video in order to give you my conclusion. So I hope you enjoyed Adam's great flight performance, and I think that the video that was recorded by the Viper was pretty much at par with the one that was recorded with the Ishin VRD2. In terms of other specifications, I think that the design of these goggles is great, they are very comfortable to use and provide a great solution for people who wear glasses. I also like that you can just take this part off and then you can use the screen independently. Too bad they didn't place a tripod mount on the bottom, so you won't be able to mount on a tripod in a very convenient way. The screen is also very bright and you'll be able to use it without any problem, even without the visor. Too bad my DVR is not working properly, and this is my biggest disappointment. Hopefully it's not going to happen to you. I also pressed it too hard and now this button is just sunk in, so be careful with this button and be very gentle with it, otherwise it's going to happen to you as well. Priced at $160, these are not cheap goggles and you should definitely consider them as a good option if you wear glasses, but if not, I'm not sure if they're going to give you the best value for money, and you have other options in the market that might be better for you. As always, I thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and you find it useful. If you have any questions about these goggles, feel free to ask it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell if you're not already subscribed. See you on my next videos, and goodbye.